Losing fat doesn't mean you need to feel hungry all the time, you need to feel restricted, frustrated, or guilty every time you go eat outside or you eat junk food. Imagine if it was possible to lose fat while being able to eat whatever you want, whenever you want, without that guilt. Because that's exactly how I did to go from this physique with a big belly fat to this physique, much leaner without belly fat. Of course, having a strict diet with this kind of meal prep, boring I should say, steamed chicken, rice and broccoli, it works. It even works very well if you want to get to your result fast. But is it really your life to eat that most of the time, feeling frustrated, to have to avoid restaurant with your friends or family? Or worse, when you go there, you feel guilty that you don't follow the diet. Or how about this? Yes, of course, most of the time you will eat balanced, clean food if you will, but you allow yourself to go to the restaurant and it's okay. And sometimes you allow yourself to eat junk food, dirty food, or even drink alcohol. Because yes, that's possible to get lean like that. I just proved it. And that's what we're gonna see in this video. And at the end of it, I want to give you 3 rules that are actionable, clear and easy to understand, so your fat loss will feel immediately easier and there will be no more frustration or guilt. These 3 simple rules come from my experience. You might wonder, who am I? I'm a coach. I help men who try hard to get in shape, training, diet, but they feel stuck. Today, I'm covering for you the nutrition part. I used to be skinny fat. Sometimes just skinny fat, sometimes more skinny fat, sometimes skinny. But I was stuck. At some point, I was done with that. I decided that I want to look fit, but I don't want my life to pay the price. So you're gonna understand how I got to this kind of physique, and I never said no to a restaurant. I never said no to any dessert or snack. I never feel frustrated, guilt, or restricted. I reached a point in my life where even my friend, when they see me outside, they're telling me, wait, you're on a fat loss and you're eating this? Because yes, fat loss has to be enjoyable. So this video is for you. If you're already trying hard with training or diet, you used to have results, but it stopped. You want to get real results, but you don't want your lifestyle to pay the price. You're not looking for any shortcut or anything magic. Even if I know what I just explained you sounds too good to be true, I can assure you there is nothing magic, just logic. You want results that last. You're not here to lose as much weight as possible and you don't care about gaining it back. Essentially, you just want to live a normal life without guilt and lose fat. Of course, very important, you're willing to change your habits because of course, the sooner you're gonna implement it, the sooner you'll get a result without frustration. If you follow me on social media, you know that I hate the fitness bullshit, the noise, the complexity. I think fitness doesn't have to be so complicated. All I wanted is to lose fat, gain muscle, look better, and I wanted results that last. And most importantly, I love food and I love eating out, so there is no way I have to eat steamed chicken and broccoli every day. That's why I created these 3 simple rules I've been following for the past 10 years. What is the big problem? The big problem comes from 3 mistakes you're making. You think that there are bad food that make you gain weight and there are good food that make you lose weight. You don't know how fat loss or muscle gain works and you want to get results too quick, but your life is paying the cost. So because of the 3 mistakes, you end up in an all or nothing mindset, and that's not how you build long-term habits. Your social life is sacrifice, it generates you frustration, you don't see pleasure food as pleasure anymore, but it makes you feel guilty, you find it too hard and you quit. Worse, sometimes you get to your results, but the weight comes back because you haven't built long-term habits. So there is one fix that I broke down in 3 rules. First one is to understand and accept that only calories matter, whether you want to lose weight or gain mass. Second, you have to hit your calorie goal without rigidity. And third rule, you have to accept imperfection and slower results. I'm going to detail all the rules one by one. When I was very skinny 15 years ago, I bulked 27 kg in 3 years. It's not random, I just ate in a calorie surplus. Then I decided to cut fat and I put myself in a calorie deficit for 2 years. That's how I cut 26 kg and this is my today's shape. All of that is based on calories. So the very first thing you must do is to define your calorie goal. It's just one number depending on your goal. This number, you have to print it into your mind. You have to stick it into your mind. In order to find it, you can use ChatGPT or any AI or an online tool. I put a link below this video in description. There is no such thing as, I don't eat that much, I should lose fat. No, if you're not in a calorie deficit, you won't lose fat. Or why I'm not gaining mass, I'm eating a lot. Yeah, but you can eat a lot, but if you're not in a calorie surplus, you won't gain mass. Again, there is nothing random. To give you an example, currently my calorie target to lose fat is 2,500 calories per day. Rule number 2, hit the target. You can eat whatever you want as long as you hit the target. Design a diet plan that you can repeat daily on the long term. I'll give you a tip. 80% of your food should be high protein and whole food. You have to limit industrial or processed food. I give you an idea. Currently, my diet plan is 70 to 80% homemade food. It's always the same. I eat almost the same food every day. And 20 to 30% is free. You have to remove the concept of cheat meal from your mind. It's toxic. Why is it toxic? If you don't allow yourself to eat something, the first thing you want to do is to eat that thing. But if you allow yourself to eat that thing, you won't crave for it that much at the end. So by removing the cheat meal concept, it will remove you from the guilt feeling. When you understand that you can eat whatever you want as long as you hit your target, that's when you understand that restaurant, junk food, dessert, snack, even alcohol can be part of your target. And I just explained you how you can basically eat whatever you want as long as these guys are included in your target. Rule number 3, accept imperfection. Are you a professional bodybuilder who has to step on the stage and show his very shredded body? Or do you have any critical deadline like at this date I must lose 10 kg? Very likely the answer is no. So if you don't have any deadline, there is no rush. As long as you stick to the rule number 2 80% of the time, it's enough. Don't panic. Sometimes you go off track. Yeah, sometimes you lose fat fast. Sometimes you lose fat slower. But at the end, you will reach your goal. Don't worry about it. I'll give you an example. I lost 26 kg in 2 years. Some people online, they told me that, oh bro, it's super slow, you should have lost it in 1 year. That's true, but if I had done it in 1 year, it would have meant for me less flexibility. Because to lose 26 kg in 2 years, yes, I ate a pizza here, a fried chicken tender and burger, whenever I want. So the same result in 1 year, but without that freedom, no thanks. So to wrap this video, you see that there is nothing secret or magic. It's just logic, the calories combined with your real life environment. That's exactly how I got lean without diet, but I will nuance it with control. But that's not enough. Fixing your diet, your nutrition is a very good start. But if you're really serious about building the physique of your dream, there are 3 other pillars. Today we cover the food. You can guess there is the training, but there are 2 more pillars. When all of these 4 pillars work together, that's what makes the difference between a guy who trains hard, eat well, but whose body doesn't reflect the effort, and the guy who trains just as hard and eat just as clean, but manage to get to his goal. For that, I prepared a free masterclass video for those who've been trying hard but don't see the results. So you will understand why you used to have results but it stopped working. You will know how to unlock the maximum potential of your results with a simplified and logical approach, just like I did for nutrition. So you can finally get real results that last without sacrificing your lifestyle. So if you're tired of being stuck, I strongly recommend you to watch this video. It's free and it can save you years of frustration.